All right, we don't need much of an introduction here. We have San Francisco Mayor London Breed with us here. She's been joining us here during Crowd for News at 3 o'clock, basically since the beginning of last year. We're so glad you were here with us today. How are you doing post-election?
Well, I'm doing great. The city's looking great. It's feeling great. Of course, there's always work to be done. It's a major city, but I'm feeling good about a lot of the work that we have done to get us to where we are.
So with that, your office put out some new numbers today. Your last day in office really highlighting a major reduction in crime. It was a 20-year low for some major crimes in the city. Homicides down 35% from 2023. That's a 60-year low. Car break-ins down 54%, under 10,000 cars broken into. That's a huge improvement. What do you credit this for?
Well, it took a lot of work. It wasn't just a one thing. I mean, we got a new district attorney, Brooke Jenkins. We worked very well with our federal and state law enforcement partners. We increased morale in our police department and brought accountability to the table with 21st century technology, drones, license plate readers, surveillance. We still focused on our criminal justice reforms and our police reforms. We have been removed from oversight from the state as a result of that work. We did all of it, and it wasn't a one thing. It was so many different things, and I'm really proud of this work because it took a lot of work. People think that it's one thing you can do and all of a sudden things are great, but we had to deconstruct laws. We had to remove barriers. We had to fight against, a lot of people who didn't want to see us move these things forward, but we got here, and we got here by being aggressive, working together, and my hope is that we continue to build upon this success to make San Francisco even better and safer.
And you mentioned this, the police oversight that's now being removed by the California Department of Justice. It started in 2018. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, well, we implemented 272 recommendations from the U.S. Attorney's Office. And here's the thing. I mean, one of the examples has become a model for the rest of the country. Our Alternatives to Policing Street Crisis Response Team for people struggling with mental illness, having a non-police response. That's great work. It doesn't get talked about enough. Just the kind of work we do, how we had to build capacity, how we had to make adjustments in order to make sure that we were bringing accountability to the table. That is something that I'm extremely proud of, and I'm so glad that people are finally starting to feel the difference as well as see it in these numbers.
What else are you proud of?
Well, I'm proud of what we've done around housing. We now have state laws that have made it possible for us to move forward a lot more aggressively, no more obstruction. Just to give you an example, typically it takes close to 10 years for a new housing development, affordable even, to be developed and people to move in. Now it will take a little bit over 2, maybe 3 years at the most, cutting back the red tape, being less of a city of no, removing over 100 requirements for small businesses so that they can do more than just the one thing that the city restricted them from doing. So nightlife and making the streets fun and all the parties, the ability for people to do parties in the middle of the street without the significant expenses of all the permits have been such so that we have done this with entertainment zones, the first in the country, and just making the city more fun, more accessible, more interesting, more lively, making neighborhoods more vibrant, making our parks and open space more accessible and available in all parts of our city. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but I look at my record, my legacy, and it has been about removing barriers. It has been about removing decades of built-up bureaucracy from a city of no, you can't do something. No, 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 you can't have fun. No, you can't build your home. No, you can't add a deck to your home, to becoming a city of yes, of possibilities, of hope, of excitement, of fun, of safety, of all the things that we love about our city.
You were instrumental in bringing the NBA All-Star game here, also the Valkyries. We still get to enjoy going to those games.
Yes, I look forward to a little bit more time to enjoy that, but also the Labor Cup is coming here with Roger Federer next year. I mean, this year, we're in 2025. Yeah. So we got a lot of things on the table. This has become a sports destination. We have the FIFA World Cup and the Super Bowl. They're going to be at Levi's, but they're going to be mostly here in San Francisco. We have a lot of interesting conventions and things that people are doing in the city, new restaurants, new businesses, new open space, and new housing to make sure that the workers who are working in San Francisco can afford to live here. All of this stuff is finally coming together. And as I said, my hope is moving forward that the next administration will build upon the foundation that I established and continue to make the city even better.
With that, what feels unfinished?
So much feels unfinished, but here's the thing. It's always going to feel that way. There's always going to be something we can do better as a city. So, you know, mayors, they come and go. And ultimately, the decisions we make have a lasting impact. And I think there's always going to be a feeling of being unfinished. But my hope is that those types of things will get finished. But as soon as they get finished, it's on to the next thing. There'll be something else to do. But that's what makes San Francisco a great city. We're always looking for the possibility of making something better.
Are you going to the inauguration for Daniel Lurie tomorrow? I'm wondering if you've spoken to him. Are you going to leave a little note maybe on the mayor's desk there with some advice?
Yeah.
Are you talking to him?
Here's the thing. This mayor's club is a bit of a, whether you agree with someone or not, you still make yourself available. And so I've made myself available. I will be at the inauguration tomorrow. This office, as I said, it's bigger than just one person. It's about the role of the leader of the city. And so no matter who the mayor is, I want them to be successful. And I will always do everything I can to be available to make sure that I'm providing whatever advice or support I can to ensure that the city moves forward and all the great things that we have established and the things that we want to see continue happen.
What's next for you? Are you going to stay in politics? Are you going to go to the private sector? What's next for London Breed?
I haven't decided yet. I have never been, I don't remember ever being unemployed. I did it all. I cleaned houses, I took care of kids, I babysat, I carried people. I was DoorDash before DoorDash. I would run to the store to go grab somebody's groceries and get paid a quarter. I did it all. So I have never not worked in some capacity. So I look forward to a tad bit of a break, but I'm also looking forward to what comes next and how I could be of service for the things that I care about. I still care about the work around building more housing. I still care about kids and their success in our city. And I still care about helping to support and uplift the recovery community and our seniors. I mean, that work is just something that's naturally a part of what I care about. And I just hope that I'm able to still do some of those things. But what that is has yet to be determined.
Yeah, what's your dream job now? You kind of had it as being the mayor of San Francisco, rising up from
Well, I would say this. My dream job is to probably get, you know, somebody else with $1 gazillion and be able to give all that money out to the things I care about.
Okay. So are we trying to settle down? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that means that it'll be a few things. It may be one thing or another. I just don't know. I might write a book. I might who knows? There are endless possibilities. I have a wealth of knowledge, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of folks that express interest in somehow wanting me to be a part of something. But ultimately, again, I want to make sure that so many of the things I care about continue to be supported.
Are you going to have a moment there in the mayor's office with the desk and just yourself? And when you look back, close your eyes and think about your time being in there, what will come to mind? How are you going to, like, say goodbye?
Well, I meditate regularly, so I've had those moments. I will say almost every day. I think people don't realize this. Almost every day I wake up and I think, wow, I'm the mayor of San Francisco. And I still have to pinch myself. Like, is this really real? Is this really true? And I get out there, and that's why I give it my all. Every day, I give it my all. There's been the ups, the downs, and the in-between. There's been things that I didn't want to do or didn't want to work on, but needed to because it's in the best interest of the city. And so I don't know if it's about saying goodbye, because I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. You know, the thing I can say is not goodbye, but thank you. Thank you, San Francisco, for giving me this extraordinary honor of my life that I never thought was possible for someone like me. Thank you for giving hope to the people of San Francisco. I just feel there's more pride, and there's a lot of excitement and joy because of what we've done and how so much of what we've done is finally starting to work as it should, and people are finally starting to feel it. So I don't think this is like a bye. It's more of a, you know, we need to be celebratory. We need to uplift our spirits. We need to start being the champions of San Francisco and making sure others are not continuing to define us in a negative way when this is one of the best cities in the world. And you look at our data, you look at what we've done, you look at how we've changed and shaped this city, people still want to be a part of this amazing city, and we can never lose sight of that.
No regrets.
No regrets.
You feel emotional?
I think it's more a lot of people around me feel emotional. I think it's more of, I could hardly, when I served as mayor, I could never even hardly leave the state because I didn't have a member of the Board of Supervisors to designate for acting mayor. So I'm looking forward to leaving the state of California for a vacation.
All right, where are you going first?
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to
somewhere warm. You want to see some snow?
I want to go. I want to go. My goal in life is to travel wherever it's warm when it's winter here. I want to be somewhere where it's summer. That's my goal. I gotta Google and do some research. I hadn't had time to do research and figure it out and discover what's possible, but I'm looking forward to planning a trip on my own and asking people on social media, what do you think about this place? Where should I go for fun? I mean, I haven't done that stuff in the longest time.
It sounds like you're going to enjoy your time off, but even while you're there, I have a feeling you're going to be trying to figure out what's next. You're not going to sit down and stay still for much longer.
Oh, no, but I'm looking forward to working. I've, again, worked all my life. I need to work all my life. I still am, you know, I think pretty young where I need to figure something out. And I just hope that it continues to be a value. I'm very purpose-driven, and my whole life has been public service. And so my goal is to do something that's going to help make a significant impact in some capacity, and of course, do everything I can to support the city from wherever I stand.
Mayor London Breed, thank you so much for always coming on in the afternoon here during Crown for News at 3, talking to our viewers, talking to me about the big issues in the city. I appreciate your transparency, your availability, and your honesty. It's been great to have you here, and good luck in your next adventures.
Thank you.
Enjoy the beach wherever you go. San Francisco Mayor London Breed.